In this video, we're going over the new best settings to run here in Modern Warfare 3 Season 5 Reloaded. These settings are going to be the best after the recent update, allowing you to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, as well as gun skill. If that sounds good, feel free, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. Let me know down in the comment section, what are your current sensitivity settings? I have a feeling some things are going to change. All right, as you guys can see here, I play with an Xbox Elite controller on PC with one paddle on the back, the short paddle set up for jumping. The Xbox Elite controller is gonna be perfect if you're looking to play on PC with a controller, but these settings are gonna work no matter what controller you're playing with, and also no matter what console you're playing on. These are also gonna be perfect in Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer as well as Warzone. Now, for the button layout, even though I play with a controller that has paddles on the back, in my case, one paddle, I still like to play on tactical. Tactical is going to be the absolute best button layout, allowing you to rematch your crouch and prone button, so you can simply press down on the right thumbstick to get to prone. This is going to be super important when you're trying to drop shot and still maintain accuracy, and also get in and out of gunfights a lot easier. This is going to keep you alive and also make sure that you are being as tactical as possible, which is very important in a game that has a very fast time to kill. Now, everything else here is gonna be the same. Only thing I actually have changed is gonna be my controller vibration, which is gonna be turned off. I do recommend having vibration turned off if you're trying to have the best accuracy at longer ranges. That's where things are gonna be getting difficult for some players. Anybody can take somebody else out at close range. It's long range that counts, and I don't want to have any type of play in my controller that could potentially throw off my aim and accuracy. I shut off vibration back in Call of Duty World at War, and I've not turned it on since. Now, for the dead zone settings, because my controller is a couple months old, I actually do not have any stick drift, so I don't have to adjust my dead zone settings. That's the nice thing about the Xbox Elite controller. They are good in that respect, so it's a huge W. Now, for the aiming settings, you guys can see here, I am playing on a 6 horizontal as well as a 6 vertical. The reason I'm actually playing on a 6 instead of the 8, which I was previously, is I'm getting ready for Black Ops 6, specifically the beta. I don't know specifically if the Black Ops 6 engine, well, technically I believe it's going to be a modified engine that we have here in Modern Warfare 3, if it's going to be feeling the same. So I'm going to be reducing my sensitivity for the time being, and if it's feeling very similar, I will go ahead and adjust. I know we have the additional Omni movement, and because of that, things can get kind of out of hand quite quickly. I don't want to be shooting all over the place and missing my target. So I do recommend playing on the 4 to 6 sensitivity window. This is going to give you enough sensitivity to turn on other players and not make it feel like you're stuck in the mud. Now, because I have reduced my sensitivity from 8 to 6, my ADS sensitivity in multiplayer is now at 0.55. It was at 0.45. Whenever I like to go ahead and increase my sensitivity, I do go ahead and reduce my ADS sensitivity in multiplayer, just so I have less stick play at longer ranges, so I am more accurate. If you are thinking about playing on a 4 or a 5 sensitivity, I do recommend going ahead and playing on either a 0.65 if you're on 5 and a 0.75 if you're on 4 to compensate. Everything else here is going to be the same. My aim assist response curve type is going to be on linear. This is going to be very important for snap aiming. So let's say there's multiple targets in your vicinity and you need to take all of them out. Simply aiming down sight at one, taking one person out, unscoping, and then rescoping in. It's going to immediately lock onto the next target. That's why I like to play on linear. I believe this is going to be the setting to run in Black Ops 6 because of the additional movement we are going to have. Everything else here is going to be the same. I've not went ahead and made any adjustments. We are obviously having target aim assist turned on, and we are playing with the Black Ops aim assist setting in preparation for Black Ops 6 as well. But everything else here is going to be the same. Now, for gameplay settings, I do have automatic tactical sprint enabled. The reason I have automatic tactical sprint enabled is so I can get around the map a lot faster and more smoothly, because I like to run and gun. but everything else here is going to be the same. I've not made any adjustments under the gameplay settings. The only thing that I recommend going ahead and adjusting for your aiming is make sure that you are reducing your sensitivity within that 4 to 6 window and adjusting your ADS sensitivity and multiplayer respectfully to whatever sensitivity setting you are currently running. That's going to be super important. Now for the graphic settings, we're starting off with the view tab. This is very important because a lot of these settings are going to be building on each other. Now for field of view, I highly recommend you are playing on the 100 to 120 FOV range. The reason being is you want to have a bigger picture so you can see more on your screen. And also for ADS field of view, you want to make sure this is set to affected. For some reason, some games actually go ahead and have this independent by default. You want to switch it to affected. This is essentially going to mimic your FOV with whatever optic or iron sight with whatever gun you're running. This is going to be very important when we're talking about visual recoil control, which is what's going to throw off a lot of players when you're trying to take people out at those medium as well as longer ranges. Because you have to remember, anybody can take somebody else out at close ranges. It's those medium to longer ranges that matters. So you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the best chance at those medium to long range gunfights. If you're ever wondering how some streamers, YouTubers, or somebody in the lobby feels like they're just lasering you across the map and their gun has no recoil, it's because that they're playing on the 100 to 120 FOV range with the ADS field of view set to affected, so it looks like their weapon has less visual recoil, or in your eyes, less recoil altogether. Make sure you guys make this setting change. Once you actually adjust this, you're gonna see an immediate, I'm telling you this right now, an immediate improvement in your gameplay. And in my personal opinion, that's the best setting to have. Now, everything else here is going to be pretty much default. I do have world as well as weapon motion blur disabled. I recommend turning this off. You can have a $10,000 PC. It doesn't matter. These settings are going to be distorting your game. Not only is it going to give you a really weird haze, but it's also going to make it harder to see people that are in darker corners and honestly corners in general. So make sure you guys have this turned off. If you do not have it turned off and you try to turn on somebody with the higher sensitivity, it's going to be literally impossible because your game is literally just going to be a blur. So make sure you guys have this turned off. All the other settings here are going to be pretty much personal preference for me. Now, inverted flashbang, I actually have this on because it's a lot less annoying than when you have it turned off. So I do recommend making this change. Again, it is personal preference, but a lot of other settings here are going to be depending on my own PC specs. Now, again, that's going to be the same for quality as well as the display settings. Now, for the audio settings, these are very important. They don't call me ears for nothing. These are honestly equally as important as your controller as well as gameplay settings. Now, for audio mix, I play with an Astro A40 TR headset. Headphones bass boost is going to be the best, allowing you to hear footsteps and gunfire a lot easier. You're also going to be able to pinpoint where people are at on the map and where they're going to be coming from based off audio cues that are now going to be a lot louder, especially if you are rocking the bone conduction headset, which I recommend on all class setups. Now, again, this is going to be the best audio mix. Even if you don't have a headset and you have a surround sound stereo system, this is seriously going to make a huge improvement. My headset is dinosaur age old. It's crazy, but it is still effective. So if you bought a headset within the last 7 years, headphone bass boost is going to be the way to go here. Everything else here is going to be the same. I've not made any other adjustments. My voice chat volume is going to be reduced down to 50% because we know people like to come on the mic and, you know, blast their TV. You might hear somebody vacuuming. I don't want to hear any of that as loud as the game. So that's why I have this turned down. And I also went ahead and have my microphone on push to talk just so I'm not annoying the lobby, because imagine if I was doing a commentary or a live commentary, you know, in game, and you know it's broadcasting to everybody. That'd be incredibly annoying. So that's why I have it on push to talk. So these are going to be all the audio settings that I have. Again, only made 2 adjustments because that's realistically all you need to do. Make sure you have on headphones bass boost and turn down your voice chat volume. You'll be good to go. And finally, for the interface settings, I've made one change, which is crucial. Do not let me catch you not making this adjustment. Your mini map shape must be on square. Sometimes it's on round by default. Square is going to be the absolute best shape, because not only is it giving you a bigger picture, but it's also going to be easier to read and interpret where people are at, and also judge where enemies are going to spawn. This is super important. It might not seem like it is, but it's truly going to adjust your gameplay for the better. This is going to be kind of like the FOV setting. Once you go ahead and make this change, you're going to see an immediate improvement to gameplay, which is a massive W in my opinion. And that's going to be all the settings that I've made adjustments to under the interface category. Man, these are going to be the best settings to run here in Modern Warfare 3 Season 5 Reloaded. Remember, headphones base boosted. Make sure you guys have your graphic settings adjusted for the field of view set to 100 to 120. Make sure you guys are playing on ADS field of view set to affected. And for your controller settings, I highly recommend you guys going ahead and playing within that 4 to 6 sensitivity window, with the corresponding ADS sensitivity in multiplayer, and also having linear as well as the Black Ops aim assist type enabled. If this video does help you guys out, let me know down in the comment section. And as always, drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.